Severe overnight rainfall causing widespread flooding along KwaZulu-Natal's south coast, leading to road closures and disruptions in several areas. The Provincial Cooperative Governance Department has highlighted some of the most affected locations, including Port Shepstone. That's where we find SABC News reporter Mlondi Radebe, who joins us now live. Mlondi, that's also where we saw that video of a car floating earlier on. You've taken us through some of the businesses that are now literally picking up the pieces. Take us through what else you've been able to observe as some of the weather conditions subside.
Thank you very much, Ayanda. We are still here in Marine Drive, here in Port Shepstone. I'll just step out of the shot so that Sibusiso Matebula can just show you these are the shops, one of the shops that are badly affected by the river that we are standing next to. It seems as if last night the river banks basically broke into these shops. That's where the water went inside these shops and then damaged all the machines, and also in some of the shops that are selling food, as well as a garage that is next to this road. But we'll just speaking to the residents here. They're saying that it was a rain that went on for about 2 hours last night, and it was raining heavily. That's why the rivers were basically swollen, and then they were not able to run away from what was happening last night. I'll just speak to a resident from here who will just tell us more about last night. Thank you very much, sir, for your time. Can we have your names for a record?
It's Scott Coleswick from Tidy Towns, Margate to Shelley Beach.
Briefly about the last night rains in the south coast, because you're also including the Shelley Beach.
Okay, the rain started coming down at about 8 o'clock, and we had around 120 mils of rain in less than 2 hours. And that was the problem. There was just a huge deluge of rain, and of course it flooded all the businesses, houses, huge damage. But I think we must give a big round of applause and a thank you to search and rescue, security companies, general people, the community who came out to help those in distress. And generally South Africans are a resilient group of people, so this too we will get over.
Scott, tell us, any person reported missing in the last night rain?
I haven't heard of anything as yet, but we've been busy on the ground doing repair work and mop-up work to shops and businesses, so we haven't been watching any social media or anything except being on the ground doing some work. The shops running again.
Tell us more. How many shops, have you guys managed to quantify the number, and how much damage can that cost?
At this stage, I'm not sure, but down here at Dambanga River Valley area, there seems to be quite a lot of damage, but nothing we can quantify as yet.
What can be done to try and prevent these kinds of damages, especially in the shops next to the river? Because we understand that this is not the first time this river is doing this.
I think environmentalists need to get together, the engineers need to get together, and the community, and a plan needs to be put in place to manage this river system, so to mitigate the risk to these businesses, because it's literally millions and millions, turning into hundreds of millions of rands damage now over, let's say, the last 10 years. So it's definitely time the engineers and authorities get together and work out a plan to stop this from happening again. The river needs to be breached properly and needs to flow out continuously so it doesn't back up, because we also had a very high tide last night, and that would have pushed the water back coming down with the river. So a lot of environmental factors at play here needs to be sorted out.
Thank you very much for your time.
Siyabonga, thank you.
Thanks. Ayanda, he's briefing us in relation to the issues around environment in this area, especially he's talking about that the engineers need to come together, the community needs to come together so that they'll be able to find a solution to this kind of problem, because it seems as if it's a thing that is continuing each and every day. But I will just step out of the shot, Ayanda. You'd see that the traffic is standstill in this part of a town, because there's also a problem down there next to the garage, but we are going to go there to try and see what is the challenge, because it seems as if the roadworks were, it seems if one of the roadworks were happening in that part of town. But as we just spoke to you, the residents in this area, they're saying that fortunately no one is missing so far, but they're still trying to locate whether there are more shops that have been damaged by the rain last night.